Get it on back. All right, you ready?
Yep.
All right, Shalom, Shalom. First things first, we want to give our honor and praise unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak and we say Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak. We give double honors to our apostle elders, which are the apostle elders, a great millstone, which feed us with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And to the hopeful elect out there on the four corners of the planet Earth, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American descent that's spread out through the four corners of the planet Earth, that's holding on to this truth, that's pushing it in their spirit and in the faith and truth, man, and honesty, man. All right, not deviating from the plans, not trying to do your own thing, establish your own righteousness, man. Go ahead, bro.
The 12 tribes of Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Judah, the so-called Negroes. Benjamin, the so-called West Indians. Levi, the so-called Haitians. Simeon, the so-called Dominicans. Zebulon, the so-called Guatemalan Panamanians. Ephraim, the so-called Puerto Ricans. Manasseh, the so-called Cubans. Gad, the so-called North American Indians. Reuben, the so-called Simba Indians. Naphtali, the so-called Argentinians to the Chileans. Asher, the so-called Colombians to the Uruguayans. And Issachar, the so-called Mexicans. These are the people whom he called God, and the anointing is coming back for, but only for the elect of the nation of Israel.
That's right.
That's who salvation is for. Salvation is only for the Israelites. That's it. Right? So if you're not an Israelite, hey, it sucks to be you.
It sucks to be you.
Yeah.
You know, that's and you can't make yourself an Israelite, you know?
No.
Because that's the situation we had back in the time of Nehemiah.
Mm-hmm.
They were trying to make themselves Israel.
Right.
The Samaritans, man. They were trying to, I watched that Chosen, man. That Chosen bad. That Samaritans, man, you know, and the way that they put it out, and that they knew. They knew at that time. Even in the series, they knew. Because when Yahushua was getting ready to go to Samaria, they were like, we don't go to the Samaritans. We don't go to the Samaritans. They were like, they burnt out temple. So like they went, they had a healthy, like there was always laughing, and he was like, we're going through Samaria. And they were like, no. So there was a clear understanding. So that's why so Esau knows, man. Why would he put that in that movie? Esau has to know that there was a skimmage, but they say, oh, so everybody love each other. But then in the series, because they have to be accurate as possible, they showed that the Israelites were not fucking with the Samaritans. Matthew's, what does it say? Matthew's 10. It says what? Enter not into the city of the Samaritans, man.
Yep.
So that's why he put it there, because if the 12 were with it, they already knew. That was like, don't go to, like, you know not to go to that part of town.
Right.
You're like, don't go over there, man. Don't go over there with them colors on. Don't be tripping.
Right.
Even when the woman ran up on Yahushua with the well, she was like, you know it's not safe for you to be out here by yourself.
Right.
That was out of her mouth. She was talking just like that. She said, you know it's not safe for you to be out here by yourself.
Right.
And she laid that, and he's like, give me some water. She's like, shh, you want me to give you water, a Samaritan? Ain't this gonna defile you? She talking slick talk. I was like, this is it's a heavy thing, man. Go ahead, bro.
And Yahushua said, and he said, now if you knew who was talking to you, then you would have given me water. Then.
Yeah. And he broke it down, and even in the series, why she got convicted, because he in the series he told her that he was the Son of Man, that he was the Messiah. And then she was like, what? And he got up. He rose up on her. He was like, the first one's name was Ali. It told her of the man. And then she said the second one was this name. You loved him, and he smelled like oranges. And she was just looking at him like, stop it. Stop it. And she was like, and he was looking at her. He's like, whenever you walk by orange trees, you still remember him, and you're mad that you left him. I was like, yeah. So imagine if Yahushua started telling her deepest thoughts. I'm talking about shit you don't even tell nobody.
Yeah.
You think you remember. That's that. Come on, man. That's power. That was them extrapolate, but I'm sure it was crazier, because now that reminds me of the scene where he wrote the sins on the ground.
Yeah.
Because whose sins was he writing?
The sins of the Pharisees, man.
Man, he was jotting them down, man. You know what I mean? Just and people was like, oh.
Yeah, I mean, he said, he who has not sinned, cast the first stone. So,
And he started
Yep.
bing, 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 bing.
mm-hmm. Bing, 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 bing.
And probably somebody reading it like,
Oh, shit. Like, yeah. Yeah.
look, they put that adultery on there. He did.
Like,
He said, look.
yeah, I'm good.
You know how Jake was.
Yeah.
Probably put that bubble eye backflip spin.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm not throwing no stones. So that's the same, because now that's why you can't hide yourself in this truth, man. If Yahushua knew sins when he was on the earth, he knows them now. It's even more so, man.
Right.
So you ain't here to hide yourself. That's why it says come boldly to the throne of righteousness, man. You don't go with your sins, man, because they're already there. But he covered it.
Yeah.
So, but if you negate him, you ain't got no covering.
And the thing is, he's covered, Yahushua has covered the sins that we committed back then and now.
Come on. That's it. Keep going, bro.
All right, man? So get us Psalm 32 real quick.
I got you. This is Psalms 32. This is Psalms 32 and verse 1, and it says the Psalm of David. Blessed is he whose transgression is forgiven, whose sin is covered. Blessed is the man unto whom the Lord imputeth not iniquity, and whose spirit there is no guile.
See? So, that's speaking of the elect. Their sins are covered in the blood of Yahushua. Right? And in the elect's mouth is no guile. That's in Revelation 14 and 4. Right? So the elect sins are forgiven, their sin is covered. Right? So the elect don't have nothing to worry about, man. Now, do we know who the elect are? No, we don't.
So I said make that calling.
In election, sure. I mean, we say we are of the hopeful elect because we hope we're of that number. We hope we're of that ilk.
Because that's a special, saying that you're elect is a special, we have honor unto those elect. Just like we have honor unto King David, we have honor unto the 12.
Yeah.
We honor those men because they're precious. They're precious to the Lord, man. They were established before the foundation of the earth. Mm-hmm. So we root for the elect regardless of who they are.
Right.
We hope to be one of them, but
Right.
but regardless, we're pushing them like we push Yahushua, man.
Yep.
Because Yahushua is coming for what? His elect.
Yeah.
That's the bride, man.
Yep.
So we're not pushing the elect is saying that you're pushing the wedding of Yahushua, man.
Exactly.
You're wanting the elect to be joined to the Lord, man. However, that's a beautiful thing, man.
Yep. And the wedding, it's members only.
Exactly.
Not every
It's
Israelite
invite.
is invited, man.
It's invite only.
Right.
Just like every Israelite didn't go to every wedding in the ancient world.
Right.
Just like the first miracle, it's funny, I gotta go back to the chosen.
Yeah.
The first miracle, he said it. He said, woman, he's not my time, because he had invited, this is the time where he had met up with Peter, he had met up with John, James, Matthew wasn't there yet. And he invited them to the wedding, and you know, they were killing, you know, they were dancing, you know, they were saying, they were just cracking up, man. Why I like it, because they put a personality to Yahushua.
Yeah.
Like, he was serious, but it was like, he was like a joking, cool, calm dude, like,
Yeah.
and they showed him tall. He was taller than all of them.
Mm.
In one scene, I had to notice, and I was like, golly, that man is tall, bro. Like, he was literally, his head was above, this high above everybody else.
Well, he was the tallest man in Israel.
They went right on time with it, bro.
See?
I was like, these people are on point. And they said it's the largest crowdfunding. It's the first of its kind. The way it's released, the way that it's produced, and the way that it's sent out. It's the largest crowdfunding thing ever. So people funded it. They didn't need Hollywood.
Oh,
The Lord put this. The people funded it and made 2 seasons.
Send me that when you
Khan, Bobby Kassar, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, we watched the first one tonight. I'll watch it with you, bro.
Alright.
This is Salaki. Let me. So because that's showing you it's not a coincidence that came out like that, because then there was creative flowing that the Lord could work on the minds more than if it was a Hollywood pick. You got a lot of agendas behind those things. You know, they got to push the narrative of the Amalek. They pushed it, but they had Jake in there, Black. Oh man, they had Yahweh Shai's daddy as a Jake, man. I'm talking, bro, black Jake, man. I'm talking about he was not light skinned like the rest of them.
Yeah.
He was dark, man. But they had him as like light skinned though, like because they're trying to put the narrative of the virgin birth. But no, his daddy was a Jake. I'm talking about blacker than both me and you, man.
Oh shit.
That's how heavy I was like, I love this. I was literally look at it, Yashar, and I was like, I couldn't go to sleep. I passed out at 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning watching that, bro. It's that fire. It is absolutely beautiful, man. It is beautiful. I almost thought I was there, brother. Like the way they painted it out, I was looking at it. I was like, that's the coldest Yahweh Shai portraying I've ever seen, man.
He had the afro and all.
It was like, no, he had the little, but
hey.
But you can still see beyond that though. Like you can even see like that's confusion. The actor gotta be confused in the face.
Yeah.
Like you know how the Lord picks those characters that like he picked him, bro.
Because in the Passion movie,
yeah,
that the actor that played him, that's a Jake, man.
Yeah, exactly. So he every through the Spirit, I think every major Yahweh Shai movie has been played by confusion of face. Maybe except what's the first one with the white dude? The apostles always talk about him. He's a real actorish and shit. Damn, I forget, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. And the one in AD Kingdom and Empire.
Yeah,
that was
colder than that.
Man.
Colder than that.
Oh,
and you,
shit.
Colder than that.
Man, I'm gonna watch that.
Colder
tonight,
than
man.
that. I'm
gonna watch that tonight, man.
Yeah.
Sipping, man. Just relax.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna watch it with you.
Golly, man.
And then I'll watch it again. Look, that's the actor. Look, that's Peter right there.
Okay.
Looking like a Sicilian.
Yeah.
Hold on. That's his brother.
Okay.
That's who they got playing Yahweh Shai.
Oh, come on, man.
That's him in a. Come on, man. Look at him.
That's a Jake, man.
Look at him. He be teasing.
Man. He could just very well be Issachar.
I'm gonna tell you
because he look Issachar though. He's Issachar though.
Look at the Jake. Look at the face of dude. That's who they got playing Yahweh Shai, man.
He looks like he's Issachar.
Yeah, or Italian.
Yeah.
He got that nose too.
Man, that's a Jake, man.
Man, hell yeah.
Jake, period.
Bro, when you watch him, you gonna be like, man, golly, you like him. Yeah. You get to liking him like you would like he was, man. The way they painted him. That's the same thing. I like I said on the sit down, man. We have to start personalizing this Bible. That's what's gonna make us. In the times when we come into Akim. That's what's gonna give us that gusto. All this is leading us to one choice. Are we gonna take the mark, or are we gonna believe in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai? That's all this is. Let's put down the facades. Let's put down everything. It leads down to what? Every man shall be tested. Yeah. What's the great test? The mark of the beast, the MOT. That's why it says any man that takes the mark shall receive his part in the lake of fire.
Yeah.
So you're good. Everybody didn't say if man sinned so much, but he didn't take the mark, he gonna get, of course, because you're gonna lead yourself into taking that. Because if you fully in sin and you're not fully engulfed in the truth, there's gonna be things that happen that's gonna justify you taking the mark.
Right.
Because your faith ain't right. You're going to be like, man, why are you not like these guys that are out here that can't do it now when it's everything open, everything free? Because they're doing it because it's a crowd thing. What happens when the crowds fade away? It's you and your choices. You got to stand on your 2 feet. There's no man next to you. There's no man beside of you. There's no con, bro.
Yeah.
Con, bro.
Yeah.
None of that. There's no, come on, Ak, bring it out, Ak.
Man, all of us will have our Garden of Gethsemane moment.
Bring it out, Ak. Say that again.
I mean, all of us will have our Garden of Gethsemane moment, man. And that moment is when you realize that it's just you and Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai.
Damn.
Alright, man, because it won't be no brothers with you. Nothing like that, man. It's going to be you. It's going to be you and Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and what you going to do with it?
Because he wants you. He wants to see you. That's why in the same point, even in Passover, it reminds me of that. Because who does the Passover service? The young man.
Yeah.
So the Lord ain't one of the most important days of the year. The Most High says, let the young man do it. Let the young man and let the folk. That's showing you how the Lord is. So build him up to see how the young man can, because then he's got a pressure on his shoulder.
Yeah.
He got to read, he got to get himself right for the Hebrew service. He got to do this. You conducting the most important ceremony of the year, pretty much.
Yep, and you got to make sure you're clean.
Exactly. So he's getting himself. That's a process. You didn't. I'm sure beyond the Passover, there was a couple days of cleansing yourself. I mean, when the Passover comes, it's always solemn. Like it's never. You can tell, like if especially you come up to the days, you know, but the night of and the day of, it's like a spirit is on you, man. Like you get nervous, you get really, you don't get scared, but you do. You want to do it right, man.
Right.
Just like if you come in, your father's coming, or somebody that you really admire, you gonna want to do something good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gonna want to step it up, man, because you admire that person, man. That's how you know, man. Hey, call the law that the Lord has put the Spirit on us to rehearse it, not knowing if it's true, but we rehearse it like it because it is the Spirit that is dealing with us, man.
And we never missed one either.
Never.
We never missed one.
Never. I cannot, and we never ate chicken.
No.
Always had lamb.
Always had lamb. Man.
Always had lamb. Can't believe them dudes,
we
man.
never missed the Passover.
Never. That's the, because you know what? The Lord is saying now, if you can do these Passovers and these things now, He's going to make you perfect. He's saying, look at this. Imagine if, let's say we're all looking at our sons and we've hard on them and we doing things to them, but they fighting. We like, all right, let's take away this, and they come back to do it, and they're like, damn, we ain't got the tool. And you watching your son, see what they gonna do, they be like, man, let's still keep doing it.
Yeah.
You gonna be like, oh shit, okay, I see him.
Yeah.
I see him. And then next you throw another test at him. They keep preserving. You like, okay. That's what because the Heavenly Father's building us up to rule creation, man. Just like the apostle said. Go ahead, brother.
That's why we get chastened so much, man. That's why we catch so much hell, man. Right, man? Because Yahweh Shai is building us up for rulership. Right, man? It's building us up for rulership, man. To rule this earth in righteousness, man. To rule over these nations, man. That's why Yahweh Shai is so hard on us, man. Our fathers are hard on us, man. They're supposed to be.
That's right.
You're not supposed to smile. A father is not supposed to smile with his son, man. Alright, man, he's supposed to be hard on him, man. Now, have balance, though. Alright? Now, when your son do good, man, congratulate him, man.
Yeah.
Alright, man, but then when he fucks up, say, listen, man, you tripping, man. Either stop, or I'm going to put hands on you, man. Alright, man, man, my father told me this, man. I forgot what I did. But he said, look, man, the next time you do that, I'm going to beat your ass. And he didn't say we with a belt.
Nah, he said, I'm going to put hands on you.
He said, I'm going to use my fist to beat you, man.
Damn.
I'm not playing with you.
Yeah.
I was like,
because he loves you, though.
Yeah, exactly, man.
So the same thing he did with us. He said, man, Moses, I destroy them.
Yeah.
And I'll make a king. I'll raise a kingdom out of you. That's what, does Jake not hear that? Does Jake not hear that in fear? He said, Moses, I will move back, Moses.
Yeah,
I'm a smite. Come on, man, the same power was blasting Jake in a chariot. That's how you know, bro. We can't even get mad at these dudes, man. Because they were literally talking shit below an angelical vehicle that is covering us at day and night.
And these are the same niggas that got swallowed up by the earth, man.
And shot with laser beams, man.
Yeah.
That's what we were wandering around for. The Lord said, man, I gotta shoot. I don't brought them up. Shoot them. shoot them.
And that's why Moses said, that's why Moses drew a line in the sand, man. Let me say, listen, man. You either choose life or you choose death. Jake, the hour of Jacob, Jake, the hour of temptation, you either choose life,
yep,
which is Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, or you choose death, which is the chip.
The MOTB is the Lord's line.
Yep. That's it.
That's a sit down. The MOTB is the Lord's line, man.
Yeah.
That's it's a separator.
Yeah.
That's in our spirit, man. We've been talking about it all.
Yeah.
That's the time where we're gonna be faced the most, man. And imagine this, Moses coming down. I mean, I'm getting chills. This thing, I think, come on, man, happy. Got the law. We blessed, man. We finna put all.
Yeah.
What the fuck is that?
Let me like.
No, they ain't. No, they ain't. Look, he running with the tablets.
Yeah.
No, man, no, Jake.
And that's why he rounded it up and made them drink it.
I be fucking pissed. You coming down with the laws written from the hand of the Creator, and coming down and you see them committing the same law that you holding in your hand.
But the thing is though, now we left out of Egypt
Yeah.
with great substance, with gold and all that, right? That's
Yeah.
the same gold they used to build the calf.
Exactly, the Lord. So they use the Lord's blessing to make idols. So that's the same thing they do today, man. They take what the Lord blesses and make idols, man.
Yeah.
They want something that they can see and tangibly touch.
Yeah.
That's why Moses, he came down and said, look, man, you could.
That's why they have the blue fashion, the blue dripping, all that
Yeah.
bullshit. This is not a fashion statement, man.
Yeah.
Jay, fringes are not fashion, man. That's to remind your stupid ass to keep the law, man.
Man, the Lord didn't do it to make you be cool, man. The Lord did it for you to keep on top of things, man.
Fringes are not cool, man.
Yeah. Fringes, you know what come with fringe? Death.
Yes.
If you didn't do certain laws, there was what? Death. The fringes were a sign, just like you say there's a do not enter sign or a one way. If a nigga drives down a one-way street, who do you blame?
You can't blame nobody but him.
Exactly. So these fringes are saying, do not enter. Don't go into sin.
Right, don't go off.
Don't go off. And then there, if you know in the sin, you'd be like, oh shit, there's sin unto death.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't want to commit. These fringes are danger signs. These are just like animals and snakes that have loud colors, man. We were reminded to say, look, I put my law on you. Please follow them to a T.
Yeah.
Or I'm gonna jack you up.
Yep.
That's what the fringes was for. They weren't the fashion. You would put your fringes on and be fearful, man. It'd be like, let me make sure I'm in the law.
Yeah. Jay, we're going to have beautiful garments in the kingdom, man. Fashion, okay, cool. But we're going to be perfect, man. We won't go off. We're going to wear fringes every single day.
Yeah. It's gonna be criteria.
Then you can say, blue drip, okay. We're not perfect, man. We go off every single day, man.
And you know how this thought about? These dudes talking shit with mixed fringes. They fringes is mixed. I'm just Jake though. I mean, you don't know. You don't know what Esau got out there, man. You think you going to the Hobby Lobby and copping 100% cotton fringes? You don't know that.
We don't even know.
We don't know.
Jake, even our socks is not the same material, man.
Come on, man.
Our boxer is not the same material, man.
Yeah. But if you ain't got fringes, go get you some fringes. Man, look here, man.
So Jake, you would lay your ass on your bed, on your mixed fabric sheets,
And condemn another man.
in your fringes, and condemn another man
Yeah.
for not wearing fringes, and you going the fuck off. It says, hold on, man.
I got this quick precept. This is Ephesians 4 and verse 6. Now back here what you said earlier. It says, ye fathers, provoke not thy children to wrath, but bring them up in nurture and admonishment of the Lord. So that's what you're saying. You're supposed to bring your child up with admonishment. And the word there, this is the Amplified Bible. It says, fathers, do not provoke your children to anger. Do not expatriate them to the point of resistment with demands that are trivial or unreasonable or humiliating or abusive, nor by showing favoritism or indifference by any of them. but bring them up up tenderly with loving kindness in the discipline and instruction of the Lord. And does not say you got to come under the yoke, endure hardness as a good soldier.
Yeah.
So your child is supposed to endure, not the fact of being a tyrant or being over, like it said, be not a lion in thy household. The scriptures also says that. Be not a roaring lion. You ain't supposed to go in your house and just be, you know what I'm saying, just aggressive. Yeah, hey, get this kicking shit over.
Yeah.
No, you're supposed to be there with admiration, just like the Lord deals with us. It's like our elders deal with us. They deal with us with what? Like fathers do. They're raising us up. They don't do nothing with unreasonable things.
Right.
They're not asking us to come out here on the highways, and they're not doing it. Like you guys and these other groups should be mad as hell, man. You leaders are telling you to go out there on the highways and risk your hair high while they in the house, man, collecting money and tithes, man.
Right.
That's unreasonable. Like I said, there is no day off. What off day are you talking about? We in this for life, baby.
Yeah.
I'm an Israelite. I'm an Israelite. I don't want to be here till an old man, but if I was, I'm gonna be an old G with my fringes on. I'm gonna know.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep growing my beard, and I'm just gonna stay with it.
Yeah.
I ain't know what you gonna quit. What you gonna do? You gonna chill out. You see bros. You out there chilling. You see a camp. I'll be sick.
Yeah. Right.
You OG. You see a camp. You be like, man, damn. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, this is Matthew 23 and 13 to 14. It says, woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, for ye shut up the kingdom of heaven against men, for ye neither go in yourselves.
So that's what they do. They turn around and shut the door because they can't get into it.
Right.
And shutting the door means to hinder the way.
Right.
If you get if a door is shut, what it means it's locked. That means it's if a door is open, that means it's easily accessible. You can walk through there. But if it's locked, it's hard for you to get in there. That's why they stifle it, man.
Right.
They put stumbling blocks in front of Jake, man. In front of, they said putting out a stumbling block in the blind in a way that a blind man may fall, man.
Right.
That's what you're doing because it says, how long, O Lord? How long till they be blind? Till the cities be wasted.
Yeah.
So Jake is symbolically blind. So them putting that stick in front of him, it's like actually watching a blind man and you putting a stick in front of him and he trip and fall and you laugh at him, man.
Right.
That's what they doing to Jake, man.
Yep. Say, neither suffer ye them that are entering to go in.
So those that are coming in, those that are building up. That's why these guys always attack the truth. That's the precept is saying that the men will attack the truth. It says them that are going. Read that last part, Baba Kashaf.
It says, for ye shut up the kingdom of heaven against men, for ye neither go in yourselves, neither suffer ye them that are entering.
So they don't even want to tolerate to see a man gaining the truth.
Right.
Because it says suffer a man. You're like, man, I don't even want to see. But damn, if you don't suffer somebody to do something, that means you don't even want them to get it, man.
Right.
You know, you get mad at them. That's why they gnash their teeth at us so much. Like, because all we do, all the apostles and elders do is stay in the scripts and watch out for your souls, man. They watching out for you other camps.
Why do you think we're always getting on you, Jake? Why do you think we're the only camp that gets on these other groups? We're not doing it because we love doing it. We don't want to do it.
Sometimes we say, man, let's leave these niggas alone.
Yeah.
Don't we?
Yeah.
What do we end up doing? We don't leave them alone.
We end up rebuking you still.
What was that prophet where it said, I think it was Ezekiel, or where it said it was a fire shut up in his bones?
Yeah, Jeremiah.
Jeremiah, the water brother. So that's the same thing with us, man. It's literally, I don't want to talk. We didn't think about talking about these guys, but it's a spirit, but it's not our game plan.
Right.
So we can somewhat put what we want to do, but we're not doing it, and we don't want to do that. We don't want to. That's why it says quench not the spirit, man.
And you do know rebuking is in the law. It's a part of keeping the law.
Nah, only fringes.
So we're rebuking you because it's in the law.
Yeah.
We're supposed to do that.
That's why it says after the first and second admiration.
Look at him as a heathen.
So those were happening back then. Why would that be there? That means there was a Jake that you probably had to get Hey, let me come with me, man. Go talk to Ock, man. I don't know what's going on, man. And, you know, you have if you got a following, Nate, get it in, my man. We ain't mad at you. We ain't do not muzzle the ox that treadeth the corn. If you in there and you got that many pull and those people, get your money, man. I mean, it's just cool. Ain't knocking you, man. Cool. We say the garments are a little bit premature.
Yeah.
I would rock one in the kingdom at a good gathering.
Nate, the garments are fly.
They fly, but not now.
But just use the names Yahweh and Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
That's it, man. We actually love you, man.
Yeah. We watched that breakdown, man. We know you got it in you, Nate.
Man, when he was going in,
Yeah.
on the breakdown, I was like, man.
We missed the Gad Nathaniel. We missed the Gad Nathaniel, man. Go back to being Gad, Nate.
Man, we
miss you, bro.
The Nathaniel
Alagad. Yeah, Nathaniel Alagad. Come on, where you at, man?
We missed that, man.
Come on, Nate. You had the spirit on you, bro. You had the spirit. I watched Nate when I first came in.
Me too.
I watched him. I remember he was out there in that black jean coat with the white tee on. He went in at a guard. I remember that, man, Nate.
And he was using Yahweh and Yahweh Shai.
Yeah, the first I think I heard from HOI, if I'm not mistaken, either is a Bach camp. Yeah. That's when I first heard the Lord's name, man. I'll never forget it. I paused the video. I said, "What?" I said, "Hold up." I said, "Hold up."
Man, the first time I heard Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, I was watching the elders and the apostles.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I forgot what my reaction was.
Yeah.
But I know I was like, huh? I'm like, what they say?
Yeah. I knew it.
Rwanda? What? And I'm like,
when they said it, I something.
I'm like, I never heard that before.
That's why I stopped it. I said, where did they get that?
Yeah.
I said, where did those names come from, man?
Yeah.
And, but then you know what it is? That's like your spirit finding something again. Your spirit's like, there it is. Yeah. Your spirit, it was like something. It was something. It wasn't like me saying like, oh, that's familiar. Something else in me was saying that is familiar.
Yeah.
Because I never heard it before. I never heard it too.
I've never heard.
But I recognized. I said, I was like, I have to know that name. I have to be able to say that name. I have to say it. I didn't. It wasn't a higher, none of that. I didn't trip off a higher. I heard a higher, Bunya, all the names. All I heard it never moved me like that.
I heard the name Ahaya, and I'm like, okay.
Yahweh never moved me, never. I heard that all before I came in the truth. I heard that name. I was like, I heard it and I was like, okay, I just gave it one of them. I was like, Yahweh, I was like, okay. Or Yeshua, and I was like, then I was like, okay. But when I heard them names pronounced together, I said, no. But that's why it says the sheep know my voice and they follow me, man.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what we're trying to tell you, Nate. We're not. Same thing. Starting first and foremost with the apostles and elders, man. Like this brother said earlier, it's out of love, man. We would rebuke each other to keep us in order in the ancient world because we loved each other, man. The Lord said He took away the brotherly love. We had it before, man. Yeah. That was the one thing, a part of our nation that other nations idolized. Go ahead, brother.
2 Timothy 3:16. All Scripture is given by inspiration of Yahweh and is profitable for doctrine, for reproof, for correction, for instruction in righteousness. So we're supposed to rebuke, we're supposed to correct, because it is in the book of Leviticus 19 and 17. It says, thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. Thou shalt in any wise rebuke thy neighbor and not suffer sin upon him. So if you're not rebuking your brother, you hate him.
Yep. It says like it's like murder.
So we can say these guys that's not saying nothing,
they hate them. They hate their brother. That's why the apostles say that you guys can possibly make it, man.
Because because starting with the apostles, all of us always say we believe there's members of the elect in these other camps. And we still believe that till this day.
Yeah. Because we see y'all as Israelites, man. We don't see We just see y'all as wicked Israelites because we could be y'all, man.
Yeah.
We could be y'all, man. That's the scary part. We hold ourselves. We don't say it with pride like we demand. No, we're saying it to say, come on, man. Why not call on His power and give Him glory that has literally gave His life for you, man. For you to be able to have this truth now. For you to be able. You can't tell me this is normal, man. You can't tell me men coming on the corner, starting with Elijah, Abba. Let's go ahead and call him who he is. Let's call Abba who he is, Elijah. You can't tell me that man raising up in the things that he's doing in the truth, that this is not it, man. There is a spirit. This is a moment in time, man. Just like each year that the apostle has dug has come to pass, man.
Yep.
So these things are intensifying from each prophecy we've been given, from each breakdown we've been handed. All these things are leading up to the final moments. And you have to prepare yourself. If you're not prepared for these final moments, we don't care about the average person. They don't care about the Most High. So we ain't worried if they're prepared. The judgment is for them.
Right.
We trying to get the jakes that are hopefully elect and say, look, man, trim your lamp, man.
Right. Yeah.
So you can see, because what happened with the virgins that went back to go to the cellar and buy? It was dark.
Yeah.
They had to go back in darkness.
Yeah. Their lamps have gone out. They didn't have the light.
So they walked in darkness.
Yeah, and they got left.
Because it says that the brides went into the to the supper, man, and the doors were shut.
Yeah.
So that's showing you, because we said earlier that every man was not invited to a wedding.
Exactly.
So if you shut the door, that means nobody's coming in.
Yeah. Because if I'm getting hitched, if I'm getting married, right, I have a huge wedding. Everyone in the whole Missouri is not invited.
Come and drink up your wine.
Yeah, you're not drinking my wine, you're not eating my food. The only ones that's invited are the Akim. That's it. Are the Akim and their offspring.
Family.
That's it. Alright, man, and even all of my family is not invited. Come on, man. It's members only, man. And the members are the elect.
Go ahead, bro.
Hebrews 12 and 6 and 7 says, for whom Yahweh loveth, he chasteneth and correcteth, so I can discourage every son whom he receiveth.
Every son.
Yep. So if you are being chastened, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua loves you because you're being chastened.
That's why the 2/3 are ultimately going to be chastened with that fire.
Yeah.
They're going to be beaten with that fire.
Because they're Israelites, but Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua has to receive them first. So by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua having to receive them first, they have to be chastened. They have to be corrected, and their correction are the missiles.
We got corrected with the spirit of fire, which is Yahweh Shai. That's why John said, he says, him that cometh after me shall baptize you in what? Fire. So we're being baptized now in this fire of the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. That's what changes us. That's what puts that spirit of enlightenment. Just like the apostles, they went into it again. They went into it on the street speaking about the angels. They said and the Apostle Gabar said it. He said the demons are just intelligence.
Yeah.
So really, we're possessed on the right hand side. That's why David said it. Take not thy Holy Spirit away from me, man.
Yeah. We are righteously possessed.
Yep. Just like Drake and all them. Drake ain't rapping. That's not Drake rap. That's a demon.
That's a demon, man.
That's a demon. Man. That's a demon rapping through that man.
Man, forgot where I heard this from, but I forgot how it was said, but Tupac said that when he's in the studio, right, that he has no idea what he's going to write when the beat is going. So, but he should just sipping some gin and juice,
Wait.
right? Just listening to the beat.
Yeah. He's getting in chant. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
chanting. He's counting. Because that's why they use that drink, you know.
And then he just start writing. That's not him.
Yep. Same thing as Eminem.
Jake, Jake, it's not. Jake, these rappers, they don't rap. It's not them that's talking. It's not them that's talking, man. It's the demons that's on them.
Yeah. But then you know the flip side. Now let's because it says the duality and everything, right? Now how can we tie in with the right hand side with King David?
Yeah.
When King David was writing his Psalms, he didn't realize he was writing prophecies.
Right.
He thought he was just writing. He didn't say, I'm writing some Psalms that's going to be put into the Bible and they're going to make a book of Psalms.
Yeah.
No, because he prophesied about Yahweh Shai.
Yeah.
He prophesied about him going and being beaten.
And he prophesied about his son.
Come on, man.
He said, "My Lord sent it." He said, "The Lord sent it to my Lord."
Lord.
Who is his Lord, man?
So he was prophesying through
Right.
what? The right-handed inspiration.
Yep.
Just like you can have left-handed, the music, the trap rap, the demonic vibration of that, the adultery. That's why every Negro is rapping about what? Adultery. Why is that? Because that's the adultery demons, the spirits.
Yeah, and on top of that, that's why the production, that's why the beats, they stay the same. They don't change.
Yep.
It just goes in a cycle.
Invoking that same spirit.
It just goes in a cycle, man.
Even in the ancient world, they used to beat drums and shit.
Yeah.
That's the apostle went into that. They used to beat drums and
Yeah.
play that music, and you know that's why they had the temple harlots. They used to play music and stuff,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
You know that's why it says take that vows from me. That song, you know, so Jake was singing, man.
Yeah. And music is powerful, man.
Look at what motherfuckers was doing for Michael. You see when they fucking moved that nigga bustles, a sea of people just.
Yeah.
If he would have went out there, man, they would have tore him to pieces, man. And this is human. They would have literally just been so enthralled over him. They would have just tore his ass to pieces, man, and killed him.
And
Talking about I got pieces of Michael, man.
and I've heard people say this to rappers, right?
Yeah.
When they were going through a hard time. They helped them through that hard
Yeah,
time.
yeah. You saved my life.
Like, how can this demonic nigga save your life, man?
Hey, that's funny. I watched that damn Kevin Gates, man. Kevin Gates, he was on an interview one day, or he was on an interview doing something, and he was like, man, you know how that nigga is. He's like, man, I ain't gonna lie to you, I don't even know why I'm telling y'all this, man. He was like, man, one day, he's like, man, I went to the gym. He's like, man, I went to the gym, I worked out. He said, man, I put all my jewelry on. He said, I want to put all my jewelry on. He's like, man, I was getting ready to walk out. He's like, I was going to go shoot myself. He's like, I was getting ready to go commit suicide. He's like, I'm walking out. He's like, man, this is how God works. Sometimes I be liking him, but sometimes I just don't like him. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the spirit that's in him. I like his Israeliteness because he be saying a lot of things. But I just don't like him because he sold himself. But he was like this. He was like, man, I'm walking out. And this white boy come up to me. Big cock diesel white boy come up to him. He's like, hey, man. I want to tell you, man, he's like, man, your music has saved me, done a lot for me. He said, man, this even saved me from suicide one time. And he said, I was just looking at the white boy. He said, I was just looking at him. And he's like, man, I even told him, he's like, man, I ain't going to lie to you right now, man. He's like, I'm on my way to go push my shit back right now. He said, the white boy just hugged him. And he just said, we need you, man. We need you. Like, a lot of people look up to you. A lot of the same thing you were saying, bro.
Now, in hindsight, that wasn't a white boy.
Yeah, it might have been that, you know.
That's a Jake.
Yeah, it might have been a Jake or an angel.
Yeah, it could have been that.
Yeah, cause he At the end of the day, he's still an Israelite. He's a wicked Israelite, but he's still an Israelite.
Yeah, he's just a wicked Puerto Rican.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, I know. You wouldn't even tell he a Puerto Rican.
No.
He an Ephraimite.
Because
He in the head tribe.
Because he look like a nigga.
But he a head tribe. But look at
Yeah.
his energy. He played that
Yeah.
head tribe. Like he'll
Yeah.
he'll roam around Jake.
Yeah. All
And
day.
he'll roam around Judah and still have that
Yeah.
charisma as Judah. He reminds me
Yeah.
of a Judite, man.
Right.
But that's Ephraim. Look at Pitbull. They remind me of
Man.
Judites, bro. They got a very
Yeah.
powerful demeanor about them. Fat Joe.
Fabulous.
Fabulous?
Yes, he's no Judite.
He's an Ephraimite?
He's a Dominican.
What?
He's Dominican. Man. What? He's Dominican.
Wow.
Oh, Trinity
That's
She's
crazy.
Puerto Rican.
Scathing bastards come here and steal.
What do you say?
Remember that the minor prophecies talk about Nehar. Right? Nehar. What? They were enslaving the Israelites.
Oh, shit. Come on. I knew it. When I started hearing, I was like, hold on, man. That sounds like somebody going in.
Yeah.
And that's why I was like, hold on. I was waiting for it. What the fuck was that?
What did he say though?
He was bumping the video.
No. Other dude driving. He said something.
I didn't hear him say nothing. I thought the music was playing. He was bumping it loud. No, that was him turning his music what he was listening to.
Okay.
He was listening to a YouTube video. The Israelites.
Yeah.
Come on, man. It's out,
Man,
man.
listen, man.
It's out. I bet you Jake try to pull up on us, man.
Probably so.
I bet you, man.
Probably so.
I don't know if I want to deal with a Jake running around listening to. Yeah. Go ahead, but we'll deal accordingly in the spirit.
All right, man. But Jake, man, don't despise the chastening of Yahweh Bashim Shah, man. All right, man, because we're being corrected and chastened for the sins that we commit, man. Plus we're getting built up, man.
Yeah.
All right, man. Jake, Yahweh Shah is like a drill sergeant in the military, right? They yell at you. You put something together, right? The drill sergeant messes it up. Does it again.
Yeah, he'll rip the sheets
Yeah.
up. This
Yeah.
bed ain't made right.
Right.
Nehar.
Again and
They were
again.
enslaving the Israelites. Didn't I tell you these fucking horses were fucking scabies? I bet you think that fucking sounds racist. They're not of our human race. Who are human?
So they talking about.
Jake is in the spirit.
So when he said human, he's talking about Edom.
He told me, yeah, he said they're not human. He talking about
Yeah.
that broke up.
Man.
We out of here, man. Yeah,
He ain't saying nothing.
he rolling around uptown, letting white people hear him talk about they the devil.
Man, the spirit is on him, man.
The spirit is on, bro.
The spirit
Jake.
is on him, man.
And he see us and probably was
Yeah.
like, he didn't say
Yeah.
Shalom or nothing, but he in a cold spirit, man. That was a cold, that dude is cold. He literally is riding down with his music turned all the way up, condemning Edom, man. We here, baby.
We here, man.
We here, man. We here. Like this, that's like, come on, man. It says that they shall what? They shall chase after him, man.
Yeah.
As a do a thief, man. They want, man, they own this man's ass, man. It's time, man. Look at the sins that this man has done. Now that strength that they once had, man, it ain't there no more, bro. It ain't there no more. The respect ain't there, man. Nobody respects this man. He don't respect his own land. He don't respect his own self. That's the thing about people. You recognize when somebody don't respect themselves, man.
Job 30:5.
Come on now.
It says they were driven forth from among men.
That means they were pushed out from among. That's what's gonna happen. That's why it says they're gonna look and says, was this him who shook the nation? Man, Elon gonna be like, nigga. They're gonna be pop shotting them and Go ahead.
It says they cried after them as after a thief.
Yeah. Just like when they looked at us, they wanted us to fall because why? We were establishing ourselves as the dominant nation. They want Esau to fall because he's established himself as the wicked nation, man.
Yeah.
They don't want to be oppressed no more, man. That's why it says when the righteous are in rulership, the people what? Rejoice. When the wicked are, people mourn. Man, this man is pissed, man.
Right.
Go ahead.
The same Revelation 11 and 18.
Man, he in the spirit. That was a sign right there, brother.
It says, and the nations were angry.
They were what?
Angry.
That's right.
And thy wrath is come. In the time of the dead that they should be judged. And that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants, the prophets, and to the saints, and them that fear thy name, small and great. And shouldest destroy them which destroy the earth. So even the nations are angry at this motherfucker, man. They are pissed off at him, man.
This fuck.
They want to put their hands on him, man.
This fuck mother. Like it, bro. I did not mean you just have me. You be having me in my spirit. Thanks a lot.
Man, they want to put their hands on him, man.
Yo, yeah, they say they chased after him as a thief. In the ancient world, what would we do? What would you do with a thief? You would cut his hand off, man. You know.
Esau, the nations that you have oppressed, because you've oppressed every nation, man. But you've done the worst to the Israelites, man. You've done the worst to us, man. And you put the most hell on Judah, man. But guess what, though? The nations, they're going to get their lick.
Yeah.
But Judah, all right, Malak Dawadah, Solomon, all of the Israelites going to put their foot up your ass, man. Understand that, man.
And they started with us.
Yep.
But then you got to think, these nations idolize us as a nation, man.
Yeah, they do.
Who's your basketball players, your football players, your soccer, all the sports that white men love, they don't excel at.
No, they don't. At all. At all.
But you know what I'm
Because they
saying?
don't excel
At anything,
football,
man. Nothing. MMA.
Yeah. Because most of those football players and basketball players and soccer players and in MMA, the ones that's real good,
It's Jake.
were Jake, man.
So you got to think these nations are looking like, why did they call these Negroes the worst? But then they starting to measure up the things that you doing, and it's equaling out, man. You're not looking good, man. You know, they're starting to see that, hey, man, these Jakes ain't doing, man. They've been slaves, man.
Right.
They've been slaves and being oppressed and being locked up. Man, you know how many Jakes have been let go out of prison, wrongfully accused, serving 15, 20 years, and they let them out with nothing.
Yep.
You took 15, 20 years of a man's life and let him out with nothing, man. He's gonna go back to jail.
Yeah, and think that he's supposed to be cool with that?
And normal, man.
When you come out of prison, man, you're not normal, man. You've seen shit, man.
Yeah, you've been through shit.
You've been through shit, man. But they expect you to function in society.
Yeah. That's the same thing with us. They expect us to function in a society that every moment hates you.
Yeah.
Every moment demeans you. Every moment takes from you, man. We constantly in a blender, man. How you gonna expect somebody to be decent in a blender? But that shows our strength, man, because what are we? We become professors in your oppression.
Yeah.
We become doctors in your oppression. We become scientists in your oppression.
He says what? When we were in Egypt, the more they oppressed us,
The more we grew.
The more we grew, man.
We're juggernauts,
And
man.
you saw like, what the fuck?
We're living, breathing juggernauts. Our nation, the nation of Israel, the Negroes, Latino, and Native American, we are living juggernauts, man.
Yeah.
We're literally the most strongest nation on the planet Earth, man.
Yeah.
We're getting ready to be set free, man.
Yeah.
The days of our oppression and our held down, those days are over with, man. They're over with, man. We're not worried about the society upping us and giving us what we need or giving us a fair shake or a fair deal. We don't need a fair deal. What we need is to you to listen to your judgment that's coming down the pike, man. You reap what you sow. If you rape, rob, and murder, guess what's coming to your society? Rape, rob, and murder, man. We're almost at war. We're waiting on this MOTB. Russia is ready, man. They're on the green. They just had the Belgium. I think it was one of the prime ministers. They're trying to stop this war, man. They're trying to talk to Russia and tell them like, hey man, look, hey, we can do this, we can do that, and do this because Russia they want to go.
Yep.
That's a different type of Edomites over there, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. This is Lamentations 4:22. But I'll start at 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. The cup also shall pass through unto thee.
Yeah.
Thou shalt be drunken and shall make thyself naked. Now, when someone is drunk, they do something stupid, they are what? Embarrassed.
Yep.
Right? So Esau, he's drunk of pride. Right? Now, since he's drunk in his pride, he's being stripped butt naked, man. He's embarrassed now, man.
Said uncover thy foreskin.
Yep. Right, man?
It's just like a dog when he got his food. You be like, hey man, put that shit on.
Yeah. Come on, man.
It's uncomfortable, man.
Yep.
It's uncomfortable. That's why it's not just seen, because if you say foreskin, like that's like somebody flashing you, man.
Yeah.
You be like, man, man,
Yeah.
put that up. That's how these nations are looking at your sins now.
Yep.
They're like, man, it's disgusting, man.
Yep.
To think of what you've done, man. Like, come on, man. If you look at the breakdown from the Tuskegees, from the different oppressions, man, from the chemicals, it goes on and on, man. At the end of the day, it's like, bro, look, you have to pay, you have to even up, man. That's the time we live in. We're in a time of everybody, you reaping what you sow. You can walk as a public walkway.
Sorry, boss.
The things that people are doing are coming home quicker than ever, man. That's why you see judgment flowing like water out here, man. You don't see what America ain't what it used to be, man. Is it what it used to be?
Fuck no.
What is it now?
Shit, man.
I mean, let me ask you that. You heard the saying, you reap what you sow, right? What goes around comes around, karma, right? So how was America established? Let me ask you that. What's the history?
Yeah.
I mean, the English came, they conquered, they stole.
Man, yeah, rape, rob, and murder, right? The life of a Viking type. And what do you see? Because you got to understand, everything that you see taking place, it has the energy. It's energy. Just like if you went around with a negative type of energy, guess what shit gonna come to you? Negative type of energy.
Yeah.
So the same thing that's happened with Babylon. It's raped, robbed, and murdered the people that is given their souls to make this place what it is. From our inventions, from our sport. It's not even, I hate mentioning sports. That's the lowest level of what we can do. But if you know there's a woman, I want y'all to look it up. If you look it up, it's on Google. They call her the human calculator. It's a black lady that helped NASA work on trajectories for rockets. You probably never heard of
So
her.
this is,
No.
I don't know, you guys might not even know this. I mean, some people do, some people don't. As people know, a white man created the light bulb. But a black man made it work.
Yeah.
Say it again, my man.
Yeah.
We know that.
Yeah.
He invented the filament.
Yeah.
He
Yeah.
worked for him, and then he took his idea and said, look, man, that's crazy, bro. How did you know that? Let me ask you that. How did you know that, my man?
Research in school.
That's what's up, bro.
I mean, you always get taught. You always get taught one side of the story when you're younger.
yeah.
So it's one of those things, like Lewis and Clark, shit like that. You get taught when you're in elementary school, all that shit.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
get-
yeah. The
you
shit
get
they
taught-
spoon food.
You get that, like, all right, he came, he founded the America, blah blah blah, 13 colonies, and then you get in high school, and then it's like, yeah, they broke their promises, they killed, they imprisoned, and all that shit.
Her
Hey,
name,
I've seen her before.
her name is Katherine Johnson. It says the mathematician who calculated the orbital mechanics at NASA. Come on, bro. Like, to think about real quick. Why do you think it's almost a weapon to take people's history? Because if you never know where you've gone or been, where you gonna go? If you think and tell the people that you're not shit, you're not this, but then you think of we're some of the most smartest mathematicians, why couldn't the NASA do it by themselves? They had to go get an Aunt Jemima. Look at her.
I mean,
Would you think she's a genius?
I mean, think about it this way.
And then
What
finish what you were saying. too.
do we know about the Native Americans before we came here?
Bro, let me tell you something. Do you know that they were fucking you?
This trader tried to come do you get out of class for 3 hours. Come just at least look.
I used to get
We
out
may
of
have,
school.
We may have like 20 people show up. Like no one has the drive or the energy. They don't want to fucking motivation. That's the word. They don't
What
have
will
the
mom and
fucking
dad give
motivation
me?
to do shit.
What will mom and dad give me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what we're ushering in with this truth, because the Bible is telling a time of a changing of worlds. Because give me Job 9 and 24.
Gotcha.
Because if you don't understand the full spectrum, that's why they even hide the truth of the Bible, because this is the ultimate light. They're literally curtaining everybody in darkness and confusion and making it, because then when you don't know the real truth, you can't get out. It's a crab bucket. You just gonna have a bunch of things grabbing each other at the little money that they throw in there.
All you know is what they want.
My man, check this out.
Here's a big thing.
Let this come out and I'm gonna let you speak. Check this out. This will improvise what's going on, because we know you guys are smart enough to know that there is a group and there is something that is pushing against the average man, right?
Yep.
Check this out.
Job 9:24.
But they won't read this to you in the churches. Keep going.
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
The what?
The earth is given into the hand of the wicked.
Come on.
He covered the faces of the judges thereof.
The cover of the faces of the judges, because the average man don't know that what they call the Messiah, the Christ, was a Jake, was a Negro. Look like me, look like this brother. But they'll tell you that it looked like this guy. They'll tell you all day that this is your Messiah. Let's go to this guy. I don't want y'all to get emotional. They'll tell you that this guy. They'll say, man, this is your Messiah. Don't these two look alike? Look, let's cover up the hat.
Had Jesus been a white man in Israel, that would have been a fucking miracle.
Look at this guy. I like these guys. Look. Cover that up. Look at the facial structures.
Yeah.
The nose, the bridge, this guy is a real guy. His name is Caesar, or Cesare Borgia. This was painted by Michelangelo and Leonardo da Vinci. They painted this guy. Do you know that they were literally painting him and telling you that he is the Messiah? Now read it again one more time.
It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where is wisdom?
Come on.
All right.
So what we're saying now is that there's a people that are taking the truth. They're giving the earth, as in they're giving the riches. That's why they're riding on a billionaires, trillionaires. And why do you think they're trying to go to space all of a sudden? Ask yourself why some of the richest men on the planet Earth, and you've seen the Earth, right? Like there's Bora Bora, there's a Polynesia, there's paradise here. Why are you running from it?
Here's one thing you can think about.
Go ahead.
We were so in depth on looking into our oceans and exploring our oceans, and we suddenly stopped and decided we wanted to go to space. So what did we find down there that made us want to get off the planet so bad?
Big monsters. Big ass monsters, which we know. What's happening now is that and I'm going to tell you guys this is the greatest time to be alive, regardless of what happens, because we're going to get to see the veil be taken away of everything that we've been told as kids of. That's why I always knew something was with the Bible. I always knew something, now more than ever. Because you see the wickedness going. You see men chopping off their rods and wearing dresses. Now, I hate to be a single man out here. You go into a club in a big city, you don't know what you're getting in there. That's scary there.
But you're what's it called? You're not sexist. You're transphobic.
Yeah. No, I'm not. I don't want to fuck with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't give me a choice.
Why can't we have our personal preference?
Thank you. That's what I'm talking about.
Now, phobia means you are afraid of something. Why would I be afraid of a man in a fucking dress?
That's just not my thing. Y'all give me some.
Come on, baby.
Yes,
that's what's up, baby. That's why it also says, and it says, set a mark upon the men that sigh and cry for the abominations that be done thereof, man. We're literally changing the face of what it is to be a human being. Be a man. Even at work, y'all know, it's a little bit more, I don't know y'all age, but now you can't talk too loud. Oh, if you put too much bass, you're
gotta
violent.
be the space.
You gotta be a softy. You gotta be a very curdle type of man.
Why can't I just sit here and speak to you as a man?
I don't get offended. You can yell and that's what men do. Remember when we were kids, man? We used to throw rocks at each other. We did some shit
one thing in
come
like
on, man.
high school, shit like that. School, like we dress like this. We got our boots. We got our jeans. But we racist because of this. I
ain't feel no racism.
It's this bubble they want to fucking put you in.
I'm gonna give you something else that you probably don't know. You know the original cowboys were Negroes? The original cowboys. Because back in the day, in that era, you know, calling somebody a boy was fighting words. You would go to high noon type shit, right? So why do you think they'd be calling men boys? But who would be men of color? Because they said, because when we were in interior Africa, we learned how to domesticate animals. We were to look it up. You guys are historian buffs. Look what the first culture was to domesticate animals was Negroes. So we domesticated cattle. When we came here, we domesticated the cattle. But then they turned around, and because if you look at the original, they even had a guy down in Texas. He's one of the top rodeo riders. I think he might have retired by now. But they went into the history that the Negroes were the original cowboys, man. So it's not the fact of saying, and they twisted it. But now you say, okay, but they got so-called white man ran at him saying, oh, they're racist. But the original originating from that was from Negroes, was from black men that was domesticating animals. So if you look at the wide variety, like I said earlier, you have a nation between the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that have given their essence to make America what it is. Everybody wanted to come over here, not just a city of gold, but look what produced out of America. Look at the music, look at the genre, look at the clothes, from even the shoes. You know what, black men helped invent the shoe binder to make shoes, man. We're not saying it to be like, oh, superior, nothing. We're to say, that's like looking at the sun and be like, I don't like that sun.
The biggest,
it's the fucking sun.
What are you gonna do?
Have you heard this? I think it's called the song Brainwash. Have you heard that song?
I don't think I have.
Go ahead, brother.
Go ahead, yeah.
And then we're going to close up after this couple of precepts, too.
You all seen the Versace symbol, right?
I don't believe I have.
Medusa.
Yeah.
Medusa,